I mean, I almost regret telling the story here because like, I know what these become. Like you just said it, I know what it becomes. But like, someone's going to read it in the book, so you might as well. Here it is. It's true. I mean, it's true that that she alleged this of him,
Right.
and that she went to the police, and that the police did an examination of her, and something weird happened. My name is Jeff Pearlman. I'm the author of 11 books. My newest book is Only God Can Judge Me, The Many Lives of Tupac Shakur. Because reporting is reporting. And like, when you write a biography of someone, you're not, you have a choice in biography, right? It's really like supposed to be almost like a history book. This is the history of Tupac Shakur. And I'm not writing it so the fans love me. I'm writing it to write a book about this guy. All right, when I was reporting this book, I was digging and digging and digging and digging. And I was really interested in the Ayanna Jackson situation and the whole sexual assault situation. And I found a police report that a woman filed 4 months before the situation with Ayanna Jackson. There's a 21-year-old woman in Los Angeles who was at a club with a bunch of her friends celebrating her 21st birthday. And she danced with Tupac one time. But she said it was just like cool dancing with Tupac. Like it was kind of a thrill. There's Tupac, I'm dancing with Tupac. Mm-hmm. She's celebrating her birthday. She's 21. Her friends leave. She's like, I'm coming soon. And they left. And she's left alone at this club. This is before you have cell phones, before you have Uber or anything like that. And she's stranded at this club. And Tupac and his friends see this woman and they say, hey, what are you doing? And she's like, I don't know how to get home. And they're like, we can give you a ride. We'll give you a ride. And she said to me, she's like, I never thought Tupac, I thought his fame, like if you're that famous, you're not going to assault someone or do anything. So she gets a ride home and they say, where do you live? And she says, and she's getting dropped off at USC where her boyfriend lives. And she says, Tupac says, well, let's stop at my house first real quick. And she's like, wait, why? And she's like, I got to get something. He's like, I just got to get something. They go to Tupac's house and she's like, I'll wait in the car. And he's like, no, come in. She's like, no, I'll just wait in the car. He's like, no, just come in. It's okay. I want to show you something. There's a police report I found that was filed by this woman that broke down this entire incident, okay, that she reported to the police, LAPD. He invites her in, and according to this woman, he has her come in his room, and he rapes her. And she filed this police report, and she said he invited his friends in to also have sex with her, and she starts screaming, no, 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 ugh, fine. And they drive her. One of his guys, he says, just take her back to the club. And he's driving her back. And he basically said, if you don't perform a sexual act on me, also, I'm not driving you back. And she's terrified, and she does. She finally gets back to her boyfriend's house. He was a football player at USC. And she's screaming and crying. And he's like, what's wrong? And she's like, I was just raped by Tupac Shakur and his friends. And he's like, what? And she said her boyfriend, again, a USC football player, was going to get a bunch of his USC guys to go beat the shit out of Tupac. She's like, no, 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 let's file a report. She goes right to the police station. She files a report with the police, a sexual assault report. I found the report in detail, line by line. She had her rectum was bleeding. I think she had vaginal bleeding as well. She had all this stuff. She had bruises, etc. The police department decides not to pursue the case, and they spell it out because they said she had a chance to run away and she didn't. Now, okay, I found an unredacted version of the report. So I called the woman who was allegedly, and I spoke to her. She didn't want to talk to me at first. She was like, I can't deal with that anymore. And I said, do you want to see the police report? And she said, okay, I'll look at it. And she looked at it, and she actually reached back out to me, and she said, basically, this makes me so angry that I'll talk to you. Because what she saw was the reasoning the police gave for not pursuing it, which is she could have run away and she didn't, which is pretty freaking gross. And she broke it down for me. She doesn't live in California anymore. She's a mom. She's 50-something years old. She had nothing to gain from talking to me. She wasn't doing it for glory. Tupac is long deceased. There's no glory. She's not looking. She didn't use her name. But I know who she is. And she told me at the end, after I talked to her, she broke it down, told me what happened. It matched the police report. Everything matched. I confirmed her story with people. And she said to me at the end, I know people don't believe Ayanna Jackson, but I 100% do. So there you go. And that happened 4 months before the Ayanna Jackson alleged sexual battery.
I'm just gonna say this, because
Yep.
I know this just kind of like blew me away. Tupac and his guys.
Yep.
So, and this is in your book, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, because there's,
I can't name the guys, even though I know who the guys are, because they were never charged because the case was thrown at it was never filed.
right,
So I can't like.
you can't even reach out to them if you don't know who they
I
are.
did reach out to them.
And what do they say?
They wouldn't talk, but I did reach out to them.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
People are gonna watch this
Yeah.
and give me and you, this is lies. Tupac was an arrest. Who are you? You're just trying to, you just the typical, you're just a white man, cultural vulture, all this type of the Tupac fan base, I mean, there are good folks out there. I've made friends with them just based on my YouTube channel, but I've gotten the most,
of course,
craziest messages because I've made Tupac related content. I've gotten threats.
I have too.
So yeah,
I have too.
You know where I'm coming from.
I do, and I just want to say, like, I'm being serious about this. First of all, I'm not even saying he raped her. I'm saying this was a charge that was made to the police, and that I interviewed the woman 30 years later, and that she stood by it with great detail and explained to me what happened. So that's, and like, I'm a journalist, I'm a reporter. I'm not trying to appease Tupac fans. And the truth of the matter is, this doesn't help my book sell. Like if it was, oh, you're just trying to sell it. How does this help my book sell? It just makes people angry. But like, as a journalist, you either decide to write a true, all-inclusive, detailed biography of someone's life, the good, the bad, who he was, the highs, the lows, the whatever, or not. And so what are you supposed to do? You asked me about Tupac and sort of the shooting, and I'm telling you what I reported. I'm not saying he raped her. I'm not saying he's a rapist. I'm saying there's a woman who gave a very compelling and convincing sort of breakdown of what happened.
What about anybody, like, what's his name, Tupac's manager? Have you asked anybody like Sexual about this, or Tupac's
Well,
manager?
Set I wouldn't ask, because Set wasn't even like, she wouldn't be involved in it, and also I'm not. I talked to different people. I won't name names, but I swear to God I'm not lying. Like people who are close to Tupac about it, and they were shocked and disappointed in hearing it. Right? So again, I'm not like.
I understand.
I'm not even trying to be. I hate when I hear people and they're like,
yeah.
I'm not saying blah blah blah. I'm just saying, like, I'm actually saying I reported the facts. I thought it was important. I thought it was important because you had the Ayanna Jackson situation, and 4 months earlier you had, in many ways, a very identical situation with this Tupac with a woman with his friends nearby. He invites his friends in, and like, there is.
Yeah.
You can't say there's not a pattern there of
Right.
at least alleged behavior.
So, based on the other folks that you asked, what do they think? Do they think it happened?
It didn't really. Most sane people, like adults who aren't just like trolls on social media, like how would they know if it happened or not? You know what I mean? Like, how can you possibly know if it happened or not?
Yeah.
The thing I don't like. I mean, I almost regret telling the story here because, like, I know what these become. Like you just said it, I know what it becomes. But like, someone's going to read it in the book, so you might as well. Here it is. It's true. I mean, it's true that she alleged this of him,
Right.
and that she went to the police, and that the police did an examination of her, and something weird happened. Like, I'm being serious. Like, to me, that's like, here in this case at least, I'm being serious. I had a police report, so I had a documented record with names. I reached out to the woman who filed the police report, interviewed her, spoke with people who were there. It's different than someone being like 30 years later, oh, this girl looked really young. I mean, for all you know, she was 19, you know what I mean?
Right.
You just don't know. So I to me, like, there's so many rumors. I've never written about someone with more rumors floating around and unsubstantiated rumors and kind of random rumors. So I don't know.